We welcome now Paul Saltz, who's a Division I Vice Presidential candidate from Columbus State Community College, Alpha Rho Epsilon chapter. He is a philosophy and sociology major, 3.5 grade point average. Congratulations and welcome. Glad to have you here.
Thank you very much, Dr. Risley.
Paul, tell us why you're running for international office, please.
Well, Dr. Risley, my primary reason and focus for running for international office is my sincere desire to be able to work with chapters and regions across our great society on membership engagement. Throughout my time as both chapter and regional officer, I have been hearing the concerns regarding the difficulties chapters and regions have been having regarding having members to participate in the programs with Phi Theta Kappa. And I have had some wonderful success within my own chapter and region regarding increased participation in a variety of Phi Theta Kappa programs. And so I would really like to be able to share my skills with the rest of the society.
Specifically, what success are you most proud of?
I'm particularly proud of the success I've had with the Ohio region's participation in the 5-star competitive edge professional development plan. When I first took regional office, we only had not even 120 people region-wide even participating in that program. As throughout my time as a regional officer, I, and of course the rest of my team, were able to more than double the participation region-wide in that program. And I'm very pleased to say that except for one, my entire regional team actually received all 5 stars before the end of our term was up.
Speaking about your service as a regional officer, what was the most important leadership lesson that you've learned?
One of the most important lessons that I have learned was the need to be able to really roll with the punches when you are working with a team across long distance. Most of my team can tell you that when I first took regional office, I was the kind of person that unfortunately enjoyed micromanagement, which I have since learned does not work very well, particularly when you're having to work long distance. And also the fact that when you are working on a team, even across county lines, the necessity to really form a very strong bond of trust and to really know the skills and talents of your team and be able to know that the task will be able to get done regardless of whether or not you hear from them within a specific time frame.
All right, let's transition from rolling with the punches to competition.
Absolutely.
All right. When you hear the term or terms culture of competition, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
The first thing that comes to my mind, particularly with what has been going on lately in my home state, is the political process. We have had a great deal of upset here in Ohio, both at the presidential and congressional levels in regards to how the electoral process is handled with the redrawing of district lines, as well as, of course, even the Occupy Columbus movement that's taken hold here in my hometown. And so when I hear about culture of competition, the first thing that automatically comes to mind is the desire of competing ideals and viewpoints trying to vie for attention for the purpose of being able to express their views in the hopes that those views may potentially take hold and even become public policy.
How do you feel about if you were to describe the culture of the politics right now in your state with regard to competition, how would you describe it?
If I would have to describe competition in politics in my own state, I would have to say that it is a very muddled political field at this point. What we have here in Ohio is how can I best phrase this? We have a mass of voices that are all clamoring for attention all at the same time, to the point where the average voter can have a great deal of difficulty sorting out who's really wanting to speak to the needs of the people versus potentially just trying to bolster their own professional goals and their aspirations for themselves. And to that end, I would hope that when it comes down to political competition of any level, that really it is found out as early as humanly possible which ideals and which platforms really do mean the best for the constituents versus those who are simply trying to take advantage of a very muddled situation.
Paul, thank you for sharing with us your thoughts about competition, and we wish you great success with your campaign.
Thank you very much, Dr. Risley. I thank you for your time.
Good luck to you.